Okay, take number 6. This is a real fun take. First off, I have to switch back over here. I was on the couch and trying to tape it, but it's too dark until I get the proper lamp over here. So it's going to be this. Okay, this is for Michael Signs, Texas Outlaw. Check his channel out. He just did a video for his dad, and he has a GoFundMe page up, and they need funds to get back to Texas. So check out this one. I don't do links because I only got one eye, and my left eye is the weakest one, so everything I see here is a blur. So he has it better printed out because I can't see a damn thing. Okay. Just in case I wrote it again. But I'm only operating with one eye, so I can't make it out too well. So if you can't read that, I'm sorry, Michael. They have to check out your channel. Okay, this is called high density. I'm going to keep it simple. High density means population and why we have problems with it. The biggest problem with high density, okay, is a lot of people live in cities and suburbs and they're close together. Also, quality control. Now, China has horrible quality control, and also they have the highest density cities in the world. So when we have a pandemic or flu breakout or a virus breakout, they're going to get it because they have quality control, either in healthcare or food production. All those combined together makes it worse. Now, a lot of people say, well, we're getting not getting anything and this and that. I understand. Okay, remain calm. A lot of people in the world, global economy, use China as their labor thing. Unfortunately, it screws up their home economies, but a lot of people don't understand it and they think, well, I graduated from Varsa or this college or that college. Excuse me. It doesn't work like that. Real life, you have to understand what's going on. Is any of those professors or academics in college millionaires? No. Okay? A lot of us who do have money either failed college, got kicked out, or we had to quit and the second year do something else. Good coffee. Now I'm keeping this short. Hoople's Cat did a great video. This is Hoople's Cat ELP. Please check him out. He did improvised protection gear. Now both me and Hoople's Cat, okay, agree that a lot of preppers are fantasy preppers. Me, I'm a survivalist. I'm not a prepper. Hoople's Cat's a prepper. I'm a survivalist, okay? You should have bought your stuff and put it away in a box. I had mine a year ago and I put it away. There's certain masks I don't trust. I'll stick with me old N95 that I trust. Okay, I used it before. I know how to put it on. And like Hoople's Cat, it's easy. And I understand all that. A lot of people, during the panic, they buy stuff. Even, it doesn't matter if it's flu, if it's a fire, if it's some kind of natural disasters, they buy all this prepper hype, prepper stuff, prepper Kool-Aid. Drink the purple prepper Kool-Aid and you'll be protected by nuclear radiation. No. Okay? Don't fall into the hype. If you don't have it, fine. Don't worry about it. We're in the States. We have good quarantine and we know what we're doing. Bad quarantine and bad habits and practices leads to outbreak like China. All right? China's desperate. So what are they doing right now? Which is kind of hilarious because half their population are in high density areas. And this isn't airborne. Everybody gets confused airborne. It's not airborne. It's contact. Either the person coughs on you, you have the mucus or drops or spittle, then you get it. If a Chinese person coughs over in China, I'm not going to get it. I'm in Visalia. All right? Worst I get is probably more eye maggots. Okay, I still got 2 more surgeries on the right eye. Now, if you kind of notice that it's still closed because it hurts when I open up. Although I got drops, but it hurts like hell every time I open my eye up. Okay, and I can't drive because this is my weak eye and this is my strong eye, and I can't drive when there's maggots and other creds crawling around my eyeball. And they say, well, we have to send you to a clinic to check your heart again. You just did it in October and September. Well, we lost your paperwork. Love socialized medicine. They're just covering their ass so they don't get sued. Okay, I'm just tired. And like I said, back to high density. Right now, China is putting out the world's biggest drone army. They have borrowed experts from America, Germany, France, even Russia. Russia drones are not that great. But they're doing drones, and drones will chase people, yell at them in Chinese, go back, put on a mask, blah, blah, blah. And now they're spraying chemicals. And they have a few armed ones. If you don't do what the drone says, they shoot you. Now, this also gives a hand to certain political views of China. If you're a dissident with the flu, well, flu cure, So that's a, let's call it, dystropic. Sorry, I only have half a brain. Dystropic future, not a, whatchamacallit, the opposite of utopia, dystopia. That's the word, dystopia. And you get it. And now they have drones spraying chemicals and disinfectants through the air. Bad thing is, it's killing more of the wildlife than curing the problem. And you still get another outbreak of another disease. We had an outbreak on bird flu, so their food population, this won't jump to people, but it did affect their food outcome, their food production, both in chicken and swine. They had a similar swine outbreak of flu towards that. Now, a lot of people don't understand that. Okay, how come it's not just one flu? Well, no, there's about 270 versions of the coronavirus. So just take a pick. And they come in different sizes. So you have one for swine, you have one for chicken, you have one for people, and they kind of jump in between. All right? I'm not a medical expert. I just pick up facts and I study it. My 2 biggest things are being an actuary and I like meteorology. This is the second thing I'm coming up to high density. Right now we have another flip. On the west, it's colder. All right? I told this earlier in my last video about this weird kind of loop. Well, right now it's finishing up where Gillis, the Camp Patton thing, and slowly creeping down. It's going to hit the mountain areas, Rocky Mountain, Nebraska, and everything else. It's going to hit those guys, and then it's slowly going to sweep across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Kansas. It's going to sweep there, and then it's going to really cover the southeast and east coast, and it goes straight up and out to the ocean. Now, that's the final winter storm, Katie, one of those names. Like I said, I like meteorology. Now, my friends are making bets. We're going to have another flip where the East Coast gets cold again after the warm spell, and then the West Coast gets warm again. It goes back and forth like a washing machine. So anyway, let's get things done. Okay, yeah, I always vote. No matter if I go to court, what hell I'm going to do now? All right, don't forget about these people. Again, these are my calculations for one person. Okay? One person. Now, what I do is I pack for 4 people. Now, if I'm the only person alive, I have four times the amount of food I need. So, if I pack for 4, I have no problems, and I know how to do it. Now, Gil, in his last live stream, did a wonderful spreadsheet count, and he used that version. I use my own version because I already lost 2 food caches, big ones. That was either for one person, me, or for a 4 person. After that, I stay with those figures because A, I can put this on a semi and I could haul it out. Water I could replace fairly easy if I know the location. Food isn't. Okay, don't forget about these people. Check them out. These people right here. Check them all out. Okay, I have to keep this short. This is high density. Now, if you're in a high density area, you have to take precautions and keep your eyes open and keep your head on the swivel. All right. Now, a lot of people are right now just panic buying. Okay, I can understand that. I already got my gear. I'm already set. Why do I need to buy more stuff? I'm cheap with my funds. And if anything, improvement in technology, I have to wait a year because I understand a little bit of Mandarin and a little bit Cantonese. Every time I go onto my sister's account on Facebook or my nephew's account or grandnephews and look at these, and I see people dropping dead saying, these masks don't work, we're dying, somebody help us, and they're on the ground. Okay? I get a little suspicious at times because A, these people didn't know what the hell they're doing. B, they didn't have proper training. Okay, I have to agree with Hubble's cat. And C, Uncle Alan works in agriculture. So if I need a Zytec suit, I got 4 at home. Okay, and you got to understand weather. And I do, like Hubble's cat says, if extreme weather conditions, it gets 106, 116 here. I do have a moon suit. That's a pressurized suit. Okay, and if it's that bad, I'll be using a rebreather because the batteries only work to pressurize the suit, puts in clean, cool air. And I'll be using a rebreather, and that only gives me about an hour to half hour's worth of air, depending if I use the one that's pure oxygen or if I use the one that got a scrubber and uses regular air. Now the one with the regular air, that's the simple. Firemen use it, scuba divers use it. That's easy. It's easy to maintain. And it weighs about 50 pounds. It ain't cheap. Now something's cheaper and smaller is the rebreather, the scrubber. But the problem is that it has a caustic soda, has a container cartridge that scrubs out the CO2. And you got to know what you're doing with oxygen and that rescrubber because you could poison yourself. A lot of people don't have the training. I work with toxic chemicals, so I know what I'm talking about. So you have to be careful on that. And you have to have a proper training of decontaminating yourself from agricultural chemicals and then put everything off, like Hubble's cat says. So please check out Hubble's cat. And if you see Uncle Alan in a moon suit, you're dead. Okay? Please check out his channel. Now, a lot of people don't know. I know Harshman Hills understands what I'm talking about a moon suit. I know Prepper Potpourri has a moon suit. She knows what I'm talking about. It has to do with temperatures. The worst case scenario, I will tell when I hit 1,000, is wearing a moon suit in the worst conditions. And I could top Hubble's cat and Harshman Hills. Okay, but it's going to be a while before I hit 1,000. That's a good story too. So I'll catch you guys later. Sorry this is long, but this is important. So please check out Nurse Amy, Dr. Bones, aka Dr. Anton. and Hubble's cat, all right, for your latest medical conditions. And I'll see you next time. I'll catch you later, folks.